everyone, welcome to the review. Here's my review for the movie Into the Forest. Into the Forest stars Evan Rachel Wood, Ellen Page, and this movie is directed by Patricia Rozema, who's a director I actually do enjoy. She's done movies like Kate Kinridge and the Jane Austen adaptation, Mansfield. Two great films, and I enjoy this director. I think she's a talented filmmaker, and she makes really good, clever, smart movies, and this is her new movie. This is actually a Canadian movie. Yay, go Canada! Yes, this is a Canadian movie called Into the Forest, and basically the story of this movie, it's actually like a post-apocalyptic sort of story. This is like a science fiction film too, because it takes place in the future. Basically, the story of this movie is about the power goes out, and basically the power doesn't come back, and basically these two young girls and their dad basically have to survive in their house, which is like in the middle of the forest, and they have to wait out the power outage, but eventually the power doesn't come back, so they have to learn how to survive on, natural survival skills, hunting skills and stuff, like they did back in the 3rd and 4th century and stuff. And basically that is the gist of the story. It's a survival story, it's a character study, and it's also about two sisters and their relationship and how they deal with each other when this is almost like the end of the world kind of thing. And when their father disappears, it's basically them two. They have to defend for themselves and, survive in this post-apocalyptic age and stuff where there's no power and stuff. And yeah, basically this movie is a lot like The Trigger Effect meets Melancholia. This movie is very quiet, atmospheric, very avant-garde, and honestly, Into the Forest is a very, very solid movie. I really liked this movie. Yes, all Canadians, Canadians can make some good movies every now and then. Not all the time, but this is a damn good movie, and I really enjoyed this film. And yeah, Evan Rachel Wood and Ellen Page are both solid in this movie. They're both fantastic. They're great. Their performances are fantastic. Their characters were interesting, fleshed out, and pretty three-dimensional, and I really enjoyed them. I liked their chemistry together. Some people are gonna probably think their chemistry is a little weird and awkward. I didn't think so. I actually thought it worked perfectly for the film, and this movie is based off another source material. It's based off a novel, which I have not read, but I'm actually very curious to read after watching this movie, because this movie is fascinating. This movie is brilliantly directed. Patricia Rozema did a fantastic job directing this movie. She is so good, very talented. Like I said, I like Kate Kinridge, and I love Mansfield Park, and this movie is just as good as both those films. It's so brilliant, it's very powerful, very poetic, and again, very avant-garde, and it's very slow-paced, but that's what makes it so brilliant. Like, if Nicholas Winding Refn can master it, I think this director could too. I don't think she's quite mastered it yet, but I think a few more great films like this, I think she can be an amazing filmmaker, and I really liked this movie. I thought it was well-paced, well-edited, well-shot. The cinematography is very well done in this movie. I think it's brilliantly directed, brilliantly structured, well executed, and very well acted by these two actresses. Evan Rachel Wood and Ellen Page are both fantastic in this movie. Were there problems? Yes, here and there are a few problems. There is something that happens in this movie that I don't want to spoil, but it's a really disturbing scene, and honestly, I get it's probably in the book or something, but it comes out of nowhere, and it felt so out of place with the movie. Yes, something happens after this disturbing part, and I guess that's what makes the character grow or something. I don't know. I understand what they were doing, but this disturbing scene I'm talking about just comes out of nowhere, and I'm just like, what's happening? What? Why did that happen? And it was just a scene. I don't think it was needed, but I guess because of the ending, I guess it was needed. But I don't know. Just maybe it was, poorly executed. I don't know. Just unneeded. It just didn't. I don't know. I don't know why. There was also a character in this movie. It's a guy character. I think he's the guy from The Social Network. The guy who's with the Winklevizes. Yeah. Yeah, he's in this movie, and he's like this sort of love interest of Ellen Page. He was another character that I felt like just didn't need to be in the movie. He was just kind of there, as a forced love interest, so he could just leave halfway through and stuff. Yeah, very pointless character. I understand the father character, but his character was absolutely pointless. And Wendy Crewson is in this movie as their mother, and again, what a waste of Wendy Crewson, because Wendy Crewson is a great actress, but she's barely in the damn movie. But other than those, like, minor nitpicks, this movie is so well done. Again, it's very powerful, very atmospheric. Yes, some people might get bored of this movie because it's very slow-paced and very avant-garde, but that's what makes it so beautiful and amazingly well told, and I really liked this movie. I thought Patricia Rozema's direction was flawless, and I loved these two performances by these two actresses. I would highly recommend Into the Forest. It's a great film. It's not for everyone, but I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, I'm gonna go pretty high with this one. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the movie Into the Forest an 8.6 out of 10. So yeah, I recommend it. Most definitely, I recommend it. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Into the Forest. So in the comment section below, please tell me what is your favorite movie directed by this director. This is not quite my favorite. I think Mansfield Park, the Jane Austen adaptation, is my favorite work she has done, but this one is a close second. But what is your favorite? Comment below, let me know. And as always, like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.